Greetings, travelers, and welcome to episode 49 of WesterosCraft Walks with your adventurous host, Dutchguard. In today's episode, we'll be taking a look at Stoney Sept, which you can see here on the right. It's one of the largest walled towns in the Riverlands, if not all of Westeros, and it is an absolute sight to see. We've got there in the distance, looming over the town, the namesake of Stoney Sept, the large stone sept at the very top of the hill upon which the town sits. And we've got a lot to show you in this episode, so I'm going to try and make it quick, but I did want to start outside of the walls of the town, because I just think they're a nifty little feature of this town, and they are very important. You can actually see one of those towers along the walls has a bell in it, and I'll explain to you why that is a little bit later on. But this walled town is not currently owned or run by any particular house, so that we know of. We don't really get that information. All we know is that it's a really important hub for trade and for people living here in the Riverlands. To give you an idea of where we are geographically, we're at the headwaters of the Blackwater Rush, which is the river that of course runs past King's Landing and into the Narrow Sea, and we're just sitting along the Gold Road, which leads all the way to Lannisport. We're also not too far away from the God's Eye, which is, some of you may know is one of the largest land-bound bodies of water in Westeros. And so here we are, Maidenpool. It's definitely one of my favorite builds on the server. It was recently completed, so we do have lots of cool new blocks to show off and some new styles that we've developed along the way. And so we're just coming around here, hopefully trying to find this next gate, but it's taking a while, which is a good thing. Just wanted you guys to see how big this town really is. And it is a town, and I don't use that term lightly, because when we say city, we really mean city, and we mean really, really big. So you can see we've got some farmhouses out here and lots of wheat fields out here as well. Of course, we do pay attention to the agricultural needs of towns and cities when we do build them. Of course, people got to eat, you know, we got to make a real kind of economy and agriculture system for these people. All, of course, in the name of immersion and making the world as true to the canon as possible. So again, you can see a tower there with a bell inside, and I'll explain to you why. There was a battle here a long time ago, well, not too long ago. It was during Robert's Rebellion. In fact, it was one of the first major battles of Robert's Rebellion. It was known as the Battle of the Bells, because when the Conningtons, who were then loyal to the then Targaryen kings, came to attack Stoney Sept, they rang the bells of the town to warn the villagers to stay, or the townspeople to stay inside. Now, the reason the Conningtons attacked Stoney Sept was because Robert Baratheon, who would later become King Robert, was hiding out in the Sept, of the big Sept that we'll eventually take a look at, and they were trying to hunt him down. But they didn't find him in time, and eventually a Stark and Tully force came in and really bailed out Robert and sort of scared the Conningtons away. So here we're coming to our first cool little new feature that we've just added, fresh, hot off the press. This looks like a spice merchant, because we've got these new cool signs to show us what the different professions and the different wares take place in these different houses that we've built in our cities. We've got another one here, looks like maybe a potter for creating these clay pots and jugs and so on. We've got a baker, and the signs go on and on and on. We've got a tanner up there, looks like. We've got signs for just about every profession we could think of. And again, that's just going to help people who are eventually playing the RPG figure out where everything is, where they can buy stuff. You know, if they want to buy some food from the baker, or, you know, buy some pots. Don't know how that's going to come into play, but we'll have something for that. So just going through the town now, you can see it's very typical for the Riverland style. We've got some daub here with some stone foundations. We've also got lots of wood for some of the lower class houses and some of that darker, dirtier daub there. But again, very, very pretty. I mean, I just really love this town. There's a lot of love that went into it, and you can see even here, so we've got some non-traditional designs. What do we got here, actually? Harleman's Home for Children. Oh, we've got a beautiful little orphanage here. Actually, I think this orphanage has some dirty secrets that I won't go into now, but if you guys want to check it out on the server, please, by all means. Right, it looks like we've got any architects here, or what are they called? Well, you know, that secret group of people. I can't say the name on YouTube, or who knows, they'll come and find me and get me. And we've got an armorer here, really cool. And of course, here we come to another nice little canon detail we get from the books. This is the central square of Stoney Sept, and we've got that massive leaping trout statue, fountain, leaping out of this little pond here. And of course, because this is in the Riverlands, which was of course controlled by the Tullys and by Tully Kings at one point, we do have this massive leaping trout in their honor. Right, so we're just going to move our way right along, take in all the sights and sounds. We've got this nice little traveling wagon selling goods here. Looks like some kind of spice merchant or mushroom, you know, magic mushroom dealer or something. Yeah, we've got all kinds of cool little details here. You know, let's just go into one of these houses. Let's just check out one of these. What should we go? Oh, this looks like a Fletcher's, because you can see all the arrows there. Let's see if we can find some Fletchery things. Got some rope there, you know, for making arrows, I guess. We've got some wood here being piled up, making the shafts of the arrows. I'm sure we'll find boxes of feathers and things as well in here. Oh, we got a little kitchen. This must be sort of the living quarters of the Fletcher here. So yeah, really cool, really nicely done up. Of course, every single one of these houses has interiors like this and more varied and of different, you know, wealth styles and all that kind of good stuff. So please do come to Stoney Sept and check it out. I do love all kind of the greenery that we have in here. That is, of course, an essential part of any good city. You know, you gotta have some greenery to please the little people. Right, okay, we're going down to this road here, and here's a really cool inn that I found just while I was scouting out Stoney Sept before. Looks like it used to be a keep. Now, there is a keep in Stoney Sept. It's not this, but there is a really small keep in Stoney Sept, and we know that from the books as well. We don't know what house sits there, but all we know is that it's a keep, and maybe there's not a house there. Maybe it's just to keep the townspeople safe in the case of an attack. Right, so this looks like to be some kind of tavern. We've got a nice little banner of the 7 there, although I'm not really sure why that's here. Maybe they only serve apple juice at this tavern. Who knows? Anyway, so moving right along. Ooh, what's down there? That looks kind of creepy. Let's go down there. Oh, my adventurous senses are tingling! Down into the cellar of this dank tavern. What shall we find? Ah, the kitchens. Alright, well, that's less exciting than I thought. But really nice kitchens, anyway. We've got some cool spiderwebs down here. Probably not very hygienic. Got a nice little meat closet there as well. Meat closet? Curing cellar, I think is the technical term. Anyway, yeah, very nice. I do love that kind of detail. You know, we do try to build in cellars whenever we can, especially in whatever this building is, big stone building. Probably used to have some sort of big cellars before it was a tavern or anything like that. I do love the transition as well. You've got this really heavy-looking stone down here, transitioning up to this really cool brick daub that we have, or brick and wattle, I should say, and then the daub and wattle at the top, and those beautiful blue slate tiles on the very top. Looks really fantasy-esque, maybe too fantasy-esque for our server, but you know what, if you don't have too many of these, then you've got one, and it just looks really, really nice. I also love the detail of these arches here, really beautiful. Right, so that is our next destination. We want to head up to the Stoney Sept of Stoney Sept. So if I can just make my way around, and we can find the more scenic approach. But yeah, I love the little alleyways in here. It just makes it really explorable, really fun to walk around. When we eventually populate all this with NPCs, you'll see lots more people walking around, having a grand old time. You know, you can talk to them and all that good stuff. We do also have several other new blocks that we've recently introduced. Nothing here at Stoney Sept, I'm afraid, but things for maybe Mance's camp up in the north. We've got new stuff for our new Winterfell, which hopefully will be done soon, and we can do an awesome series of walks on that. I can't wait. It's looking great. If you can't wait to see it for yourself, then just come onto the server and /warp Winterfell 1 or Winterfell New or something, or just ask one of us if you can't find it. It's definitely going to be a massive credit to our server, and it's a build I've been waiting a long time to see redone. Right, I'm really having a hard time finding the main road up to the Sept here, but I'm sure we'll find it. You guys don't mind this video being long. I mean, I've not had any complaints yet. Oh, cool, we've got another new sign. This must be a jeweler, I believe. We've got a nice little ring there with a gemstone on it. Yeah, not got time to check out that. We want to head straight to that Sept. What is that? Oh, that must be a tailor. You've got sort of the spools of thread and the scissors in the middle. Yeah, so some of these blocks are so new, they're new to me. Looks like we've got a cart right here. Awesome. We've got a rope maker. We've got more potters, and lots of potters in the Stoney Sept. Oh, bookbinder. You don't see those very often. Why don't we go check it out? Is this the bookbinder? Maybe I'm reading the wrong sign. Maybe it's this next one. And nope. I want to see books. Where are the books? They're not in here. There's no books in here. Hang on. Next door. Let's try next door again. Maybe I wasn't patient enough. Okay, we've got some sort of cloth type things. And also dank backyard. Really cool as well that we add those things in. Those little details, you know, for gardening and all that kind of stuff. Wow, for our bookbinders, it doesn't have any books. I might need to leave some feedback on this house. But oh wait, there we go. All right. Well, geez, I was losing faith there for a second. Yeah, of course we have books in our bookbinders. Yeah, we're not idiots. There we go. You can see it peeking from between that tree and these houses here. Again, just look at this. Look at this road. It's so rustic. So medieval fantasy. I just love it. God. Look at that Sept. It's gorgeous. We've got those beautiful new stained glass textures as well. Oh man, I just love our server. Oh, we do some great stuff. We really do. And sometimes the first time I see these things from the ground or when I do these videos, and, you know, every time it blows me away. Blows me away the kind of stuff we do. Right, let's head into this Sept and check it out. And I think, whoa. Rivaling Baylor's, I'm going to say. It's not as big, but the detail is there. We've got these beautiful new candle blocks as well, which are exclusively used in Septs. Of course, for lighting a candle to the various gods. Of course, we probably don't have as many candles lit for the stranger, but yeah, again, nice little details that we try to add. And look, all the way up there, got a whole system of bells up there, which is just awesome. If you remember my video of Strong Song, it's probably a similar system they've used up here for all those bells. Whew! Well, guys, this has been a very exciting episode, and man, I really love this build. It's great. Please check it out. It's endlessly explorable, and not even just in the town, within the walls, but outside of the walls, there's plenty to see, plenty to explore. So please, please, warp Stoney Sept and check it out. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Take care.